Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. So it's spring and today I've got a spring Zara fragrance haul. Now the last time I did a spring Zara fragrance video, you guys loved it so much, so I thought I'd try some more Zara fragrances. Most of these were blind buys as well. They just looked very springy, very summery, very girly, very fresh, so I wanted to try them out and I bought quite a few quite a few for us to get through. Now the first one that I wanted to show you guys is this one right here called Captivatingly Paris. Now this scent, love this scent so much. It's part of the Jo Malone collection that they released in November 2021, I believe, but they did not release Paris in the UK until February, I believe. So this past February, just in time for Valentine's Day, released Paris. Now this scent, at first when I just saw the bottle, I was like, maybe I won't like it, because they didn't actually have any testers for me to try, so I just bought it in the hopes that it would smell nice, and boy, it did not fail. Like, for me, I love this scent. The notes in this fragrance are pear, which is the top note, the middle note is rose, and the base note is musk. Now I feel like this is the perfect combination of soft, musky and sweet, you know, fruity sweet. It's the fruitiness of the pear is not overpowering. The rose, it just adds a nice feminine smell. I see why they released it around Valentine's Day, because it really does remind me of a fragrance that I would wear like on a date, or, you know, going out with label. Yeah, so this fragrance very much reminds me of that sort of girly, feminine, sweet, soft, pretty sort of scent. Love it so much. Longevity again on this is not the best, but the Jo Malone line, they do last a little bit longer than the normal fragrances that Zara carry. So I found that this lasted on me around 2 hours. Again, for the price, you can't really go wrong. This was $15.99 for 100ml bottle, and it's the number 9 from the Zara Olfactive collection. The bottle is just a simple sleek bottle, nothing unusual from the Jo Malone x Zara collaborations. It has this sort of reflective silver mirror in the middle, which is quite nice. It's sleek, it's simple, it just looks quite classy and minimal, so quite like that. And again, the scent is just gorgeous. So for all you girls that love to smell very girly, very, you know, feminine in the springtime, you'd want something a lot more softer, it's not as strong, then this is the perfect fragrance for you. The next fragrance that I picked up is this one right here, Zara Femme Summer Collection, and this one is number 4. It comes in this yellow bottle. It's 100ml, it's quite short and dense, and this fragrance surprised me. Like, initially when I just smelled this fragrance, I didn't really like it that much, but the dry down of this fragrance is next to none. It's a more mature scent for spring and summer. It's not the youthful, more playful scents. It's quite a nice, stronger scent for, you know, your young lady that wants to smell a little bit more grown, and, you know, it's perfect for that person. This is an amber floral fragrance, and the notes in this one are mandarin orange, which is the top note, and the middle note is jasmine, and the base note is Madagascar vanilla. Now when I just sprayed this initially, I did smell a lot of jasmine, and to me, I don't like a purely jasmine scented fragrance. I feel like it smells a bit too mature for me. I like, you know, softer feminine scents. Occasionally I will go for more stronger scents, like if I'm going to a dinner or somewhere at night, then I'd gravitate towards like a stronger scent. But during the day I love soft and pretty scents. And initially when I sprayed this, I did smell a lot of jasmine and a lot of vanilla. I didn't really get the orange, but the dry down, the notes, they just complemented each other so well. Like, it was a beautiful, alluring scent. When it dried down, it just dried down so beautifully on my skin. And again, it's just a very feminine, fresh, clean scent when it's dried down, and I just love this. And I feel like this will be a staple in my spring to summer fragrance collection. Love this. And the cost of this one again was $12.99 for this 100ml bottle. The next fragrance that I picked up is this one right here, called Zara Gardenia. It comes in this corally orange bottle, sleek as usual, quite pretty, very summer, very spring color. This is a floral fragrance that was launched in 2021, so it's fairly new. This fragrance was launched in 2021 summer, so it's fairly new. And the notes in this one is bergamot, which is the top note. The middle note is lily of the valley, and the base note is freesia. Freesia. Now, I'm not exactly sure what freesia is. It's a very youthful scent, very light, it's almost on the sweeter side, much more sweeter than I usually like my fragrances to be in the spring, although it's still quite a nice fragrance. This one, however, I found that it didn't last on me long at all. It maybe lasted like an hour, if that, but it gave me that fresh out of the shower scent, which is a nice fresh powdery sort of scent, and I feel like it's quite a nice scent to take on holiday as well. In the sun, I feel like this one would last a whole lot longer. Like at the moment, so it's still a little bit cold, so it won't last that long on my skin. Yeah, so this one is Zara Gardenia, and it was $12.99, and this is the 100ml bottle. Next fragrance that I picked up is this one called Twilight Mauve, and it's from the Zara Weekend collection in number 3. Now this one I got in the 30ml bottle size, and this one was $6.99. And this one is a combination of fruity, florals and musk. Like the accords in this is like fruits, florals, fresh, powdery and woody, musky sort of scent. The top note in this is watermelon, apple, violet and passion fruit, and the middle notes are peony, freesia, iris and honeysuckle. Peony is just a nice feminine girly scent, very pretty, and I just love fragrances that have peony in it. And the base notes are musk, cedar and ambergris. I believe that's how you say it. Yeah, so it's got quite a lot of different like mixes and blends of fruits and flowers and musky as well. To me, this is quite a nice sweet scent. It's not like a strong sweet where it's sickly. Quite a nice one, especially for layering as well. This in combination with Femme is quite a nice scent, so I would put this on first and then layer Femme over on top of that, and I feel like it will just like balance each other out, just because Femme is a little bit more on the muskier side and Twilight Mauve is on the more sweeter sort of fruitier side. So I feel like those two would complement each other quite nicely as well. The next fragrance that I picked up is this one right here called Fields of Nightfall, and I picked this one up in the 30ml bottle size as well. This one is a floral fragrance and it was released in 2020, so it's quite a new one as well. It's quite a newer scent. The top note in this one is edgenone, The middle note is jasmine and the base note is sandalwood, and the main accords in this one is woody, powdery, floral, warm, spicy, fresh, white floral and green. The initial spray of this one, it had a very warm and spicy sort of scent, so that accord, that warm spicy accord really did show itself. Very strong, but I quite like it. It's very different to all the other ones. It almost has a pastry scent to it, sort of reminded me of afternoon tea with a slightly creamy undertone as well. Quite like it. It's very different from all the other ones that I've picked up. Most say it's a dupe for the Zadig and Voltaire fragrance as well, so if that's a fragrance that you wanted to try, this is like a dupe for that fragrance as well. This one was $6.99 for this size. The next fragrance that I picked up is Tuberose, also from the Zara Weekend collection, and this one is number 2. This one is a floral fragrance. The main accords in this one is citrus, vanilla, powdery, musk, aromatic, woody, fruity, sweet, spicy, soft spicy and green. And the notes in this one are vanilla, musk, pomelo, cassis, sandalwood, mandarin orange and lemon. Now this is one of my favorites from this haul. It's quite a nice girly powdery scent. It's just such an addictive and alluring beautiful scent, and it just instantly reminds me of flowers and like just walking in the garden. I just love it. It just gives me like a nice combination of everything that you would find naturally outside. Let me just spray it because I just love this one so much. Again, this is Tuberose, and the initial spray of this, you instantly smell the lemon, and then when it dries down it goes to like a more powdery scent, and then when it dries down you sort of smell the more florally notes that is in this fragrance. This also reminds me of Armani Sea Passion as well. It really does remind me of that, although this one is just a little bit more citrusy, but I do love this scent. The next fragrance that I picked up is Zara's Orchid, and this one is an amber floral fragrance released in 2019. The top note in this one is bergamot, the middle note is orchid of course, and the base note is vanilla. This fragrance is a light, bright and super fresh fragrance. It's just one of those very pretty scents, perfect for like those casual days that you go in shopping, that you go in for like a morning breakfast somewhere. And this is a very girly girl fragrance as well. It's quite a strong florally scent to begin with, but when it dries down the floral sort of mellows and then the bergamot sort of peeks through as well, and it's just quite a nice fresh scent, and I quite like this as well. It's a very feminine pretty scent. It's like a perfect transitional fragrance from like teenagers into like young ladies. The final fragrance that I picked up is Gardenia, and this one was released in 2021. The top note is orange blossom, the middle note is coffee, and the base note is vanilla. To me, it's a very sensual and fun fragrance. It sort of reminds me of a city girl on a night out in the summer. Meeting for brunches as well. That's the sort of vibe that this fragrance gives me. This fragrance reminds me of YSL's Black Opium, although Black Opium is a little bit stronger than this, but the undertone, the essence, that it just smells like it, just not as strong as the Black Opium. So if you want like a more affordable alternative to that, Zara's Gardenia is the next best thing. However, with this one I find that it doesn't really live up to its name, Gardenia. When I think of Gardenia, I feel like running through like a field of different types of flowers and being hit with all the natural scents of that, just walking around in the garden, and this doesn't really give that to me. Though it's still a very nice scent, it just doesn't give me that Gardenia sort of vibe, but I still do really love this scent right here. And this one is from the Zara Bloom collection, and this one is number 2. So that's all the fragrances that I picked up this spring. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you've got any Zara fragrances that you love for spring and summer, do leave them in the comment section. I'm still fairly new to Zara fragrances, I know, late to the party. So let me know in the comment section what fragrances you've tried, what fragrances you've loved, and you know, how long they last as well. Let me know. And thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.